Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you my most recent upper body day. So this day I did upper body with a back focus. So for me, just personally, for my upper body days, I do 2 a week, and I like to do full upper body with a specific focus in a muscle group. I know a lot of people like to do either a push day or a pull day, or they like to do specific muscle groups on each day, like maybe back and buys or shoulders and chest, something like that. That's totally fine. I just prefer to do a full upper with a small focus, just because I feel like it's more effective for me. Sometimes if I tried to do like an all back day and I did like 4 or 5 different back exercises, I feel like my back muscles sometimes start to fatigue. So the last exercise or two isn't going to be as efficient as I want it to be. So for me, by splitting it up over my 2 upper body days, I feel like it just works best for me. So yeah, I'll hit a little bit of everything, but I'll have a specific focus in either back or shoulders or something like that. So yesterday was upper body day with a back focus. It felt really great, so I want you guys to try it next time you do a back focused or a back day. All right, so let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get into it. So first I started off with this new variation of Barbell Row. So I just tried it for the first time this day and actually really liked it, but it was a little challenging. As you can see, you're starting off with the bar on the safety bars or the pegs, whatever you want to call them. And you're basically trying to go up nice and slow and controlled and bring it down slow and controlled so that it barely taps the bars. So you're not dropping it, you're not letting it slam. It has to barely tap the bars, and that is what makes it hard. So nice and slow and controlled, but it feels really good on the back. I did 3 sets of 12, and I stood on this box so I could have a better form. The safety bars don't go down too low on these squat racks. So 3 sets of 12, and then I supersetted that with these lat pull downs. So the attachment here I have is something a little different. It's normally not at most gyms. It's something that you kind of have to buy yourself. It's called a mag bar, and I love these. There's a lot of different kinds of these. They're just basically different hand placements. This one feels really good. It's kind of like neutral grip. Your hands are facing each other, but it's kind of down at a different angle, so they feel really good. So this was the superset. I did 3 sets of 12. I went a little lighter because I was doing it with those rows. And then I did a nice little pause at last rep. And then next I went into my dumbbell bench press. I did 3 sets of 12 here also. I kept it a little lighter than I usually go because the superset is going to be a little hard. So 3 sets of 12. Trying to make sure to keep my form as clean as possible. And then swoop up there. And then the superset, weighted push-ups. I absolutely hate weighted push-ups, but that's just because they're hard for me. So the superset was 12 weighted push-ups. So 12 is already kind of a lot, and so even though I just added 10 pounds, it doesn't seem like much, but makes it a lot harder. So this was my second set, I believe. So I'm already starting to struggle, and the third set was a disaster. It was so hard. I almost didn't make it, but here we are. These are super great, but super hard. Okay, and then next I went into unilateral dumbbell rows, basically just dumbbell rows with one arm at a time. These are one of my favorite for back building. I used to do these every week, and so I really attribute it to some of my back growth, some of my big back gains. So I'm doing 3 sets of 10 each arm, little booty shake for good luck, I guess. And yeah, these feel really good. As you can see, I'm kind of stretching my arm down at the bottom to get the full stretch out of my lat before I come back up, and it feels really great for me doing it this way. So 3 sets of 10. And then I ended off with pull-ups, my least favorite, but gotta do them. Unfortunately, I don't do them as much as I used to, so I definitely struggled on these. The first set, I'm doing 5 normal pull-ups, but like I said, I don't do these much, so you see the struggle. Barely made it up. And then I switched to 5 neutral grip pull-ups. So these are a little easier, but a little easier for me. But again, I don't do them much, so they were still very difficult. I did another set of 5 with this grip. See the struggle. And then I went into banded pull-ups. So I went back to the neutral grip again here. I'm doing a set of 10 with the banded pull-ups. You want to try to be nice and controlled with your form on this, because if you go up and down too fast or not controlling your form, the band is going to swing and it makes it so much harder. So nice and slow and controlled. I'm trying to get 10. This band obviously helps, but it wasn't a lot of help, so I was still struggling. Barely made it through. And then for the last set, I did another set of 10, but I switched back to the regular pull-up grip with your hands on top instead of facing each other. So I gotta mentally prepare for these every time. I always tell people, just take a second, get your mind right, get ready to go. Alrighty, and then this is my last set of 10. I absolutely, like I said earlier, hate pull-ups, but they're another one of the huge factors for my back growth. They're super good for your upper body in general. So I know women in general hate these because they are very hard, but so good to work on them. I did pull-ups, I think, 2 times a week for like a year before I was able to do a pull-up on my own. So it's been a long journey, but we're finally here. I need to work on them more, but anyway, ladies, do not skip out on your back work. Helps you get the illusion of the smaller waist, gives you that hourglass figure and all that. So do your back work, do all your upper body work along with your leg days. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys soon.